The B-side in boxing.
B-side shit.
B-side.
B-side.
And the B-side.
You got a B-side.
The B-side.
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 That B-side thing.
This is the B-Sides Boxing Podcast.
Here we go. And welcome the fuck back to B-Sides Boxing Podcast. The B stands for Bam Rodriguez. Holy shit.
Yes, it does.
We'll get to that in just a little bit. Let's run through some shit that's been going on in the previous weeks. I'm joined by Drip Shanata. Thank you for being here with me. Let's talk really quick. I had the distinct pleasure of going to a Del Sol Promotions card here in Phoenix. That was on Friday, December 8th. It was in the heart of downtown. Got to see super welterweight prospect Mickey Scala. Did not get, when I say get the job done, I mean, like, who the fuck is Jonathan Godoy? So, you know, this Mickey Scala should be putting this kind of person away. But he didn't do it that well. But Godoy was in the survival mode the whole time. Decent prospects all throughout the card. Like, the 6 rounds was the longest fight, the main and co-main, but overall it was really well run. My thanks to Miss Pandalakis for getting me in on that. Matchroom on the 9th. This was Devin Haney, the coronation. Let's go from the bottom up here. I only mentioned this because for some reason people like this woman, and I think it's just because she goes to every weigh-in in lingerie. But Ebony Bridges loses her belt by UD to Mio Yoshida. So that was fun.
Ooh, grim.
Yeah. Andy Cruz. You want something on Ebony?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, her defense is so garbage.
It is.
Oh, it's so terrible.
I was shocked when she won a belt, but I'm so glad she lost it.
Yeah.
She has a hell of a chin, though.
Yes. I'm not sure. Yeah, having your chin as your defense, typically not a good idea.
That's the typical Rocky style.
Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, Ebony, I'm sure she's going to continue to attract attention. I mean, showing off the goods, in a manner of speaking. Moving up, Andy Cruz stops Giovanni Strafone in 3.
Ooh.
Andy Cruz continues to impress. This is his second professional fight, I think, or third. One of the two.
I think this is his second one.
Okay, because I know that he was against Pablo Cano, who was he's a rough out for anybody. He can make it really grimy and scrappy. But yeah, Andy Cruz, goodness gracious, it's really a matter of time before he surpasses Keyshawn Davis again. It's really unfortunate for Keyshawn because I like him, but yeah, Andy Cruz seems like the sky's the limit for him.
Dangerous, man.
Does he, as he is right now, with what we saw last weekend, is he prepared for the upper tiers of 135?
I would say so. Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, who would you want to see him fight next is the question.
Yeah, I was going to pull up the old, everyone's favorite.
An old box wreck.
Yeah, good old box wreck. All right,
I'm so bad at remembering what weight people fight at.
This is 135, so I'm going to go from 15 and then go up. We got Maxie Hughes at 15. Some Russian guy. Nobody knows who that is. Giovanni Cabrera De Los Santos at 12. Murataya at 11.
De Los Santos.
De Los Santos would be fun because he's a rough and tumble type. Murataya at 11. That would also be fun. But promotional difficulties there. Zaur Abdullayev at number 10. Cambosos at 9. Jermaine Ortiz at 8. Isaac Cruz 7. Shuichiro Yoshino, 6. Frank Martin, 5. William Zepeda, 4. Lomachenko, Stevenson, and Tank. I would say like that top 5, maybe not. Frank Martin and Zepeda, I suppose, if I had to pick any out of the top 5.
What about Isak Cruz?
Yes, that would be wonderful. I'm not sure what's everybody's like fascination with him.
I think it's just like his come forward like style. That's really honestly.
Scrappy little guy.
Yeah, scrappy little guy, Mike Tyson-esque, you would say, but other than that, there's not much more to him really. Extremely one-dimensional.
Yes, he's one-dimensional, but that dimension is very entertaining.
Yeah, luckily his dimension is a good one.
Yeah, for sure.
Ring Magazine has him ranked number 3 at 135 right now. Isaac Cruz.
Tank and Shakur ahead of him.
Loma, Tank, Cruz, Shakur's behind him.
Oh, the disrespect. That's great. That's funny. I'm gonna call up Dougie Fisher, congratulate him for throwing shade that way. That's fun. All right, let's move up. Montana Love gets stopped in 6. Do we play taps for him? Is there
not much to say?
You know that the old wah trombone sound? Maybe can we get taps in a trombone so that it's like a double meaning there? Because Montana Love got his fucking block knocked off. That was fun. That was super funny too. I'm really, I'm going to own it. I want to say like 3, 4, or 5 fights ago, I was like, yeah, Montana Love looks like he's pretty decent. I think he might be able to do it. Nope. Absolutely wrong. Absolutely the fuck wrong.
Hey, this guy might be somebody. Nope.
Yeah, he might be all right. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, I think his career's honestly just in shambles.
It's on the verge of over, if not already.
He's gonna be fighting on a Don King card pretty soon.
Maybe Adrian Broner can teach him how to be media savvy.
Ooh, can we see that ever? Broner versus Montana Love, that thing?
That's not out of the realm of possibility.
They're both in pretty bad spots, so.
And they're both Ohio guys.
Oh, poor Raz.
Are they anywhere near the same size? I always picture Montana Love being bigger.
Montana Love's at 140. Broner fights at 147. He can make 140.
Oh.
But. Do I hear a catch weight?
Yeah, probably like 144, 145. Because Montana Love doesn't have the pull to get Broner to a catch weight. So, could be the full thing. Also, obligatory reminder that Montana Love was fighting just down the street from Raz and he didn't go. And he missed the clothesline. So
damn it, Raz.
Don't let him forget. Now, but onto never forget that Devin Haney, when he doesn't have to drain himself to a skeleton, goodness fucking gracious, he blew my mind. Expectations completely blown out of the water. Devin Haney looked amazing. He wasn't, of course, like the power's still a little bit lacking. But wow, he was rocking Regis Prograis pretty well.
He's still boring though.
You think so?
I do not enjoy watching Devin Haney. I can't really tell you exactly why, other than I find it super boring.
Huh.
I think
he's a really good boxer.
Yes, very technically talented.
It shouldn't be boring.
Very. I think this one was one of his better ones, though, like entertainment-wise.
Yeah.
It depends on the opponent. He's one of those types that, because he's such a technician, the fear factor of the power of the opponent is what contributes a lot to the entertainment, I think. And Prograis, he's not like a one-hitter quitter type, but he does have respectable power at the least.
Yeah.
Too bad Prograis got bullied.
Oh,
Absolutely schooled.
Yeah, absolutely schooled. That was a fucking boxing clinic.
I mean, it's kind of how we all thought it would go, though. Honestly.
Yes.
I mean, Prograis got T-Rex arms, and he's flat-footed, no footwork whatsoever. He just kept kind of following Devin Haney around the ring, hoping to land like a overhand left or a right or something.
Yeah, flat foot that was really apparent from the beginning that I don't know, it's like he's walking through a swamp. That was very much intentional imagery there. He's slogging through a swamp. Devin Haney's like hopping around on his toes. Very slow on his feet. Hands not even remotely quick enough to get to Haney. He maybe tagged him like a handful of times.
A little bit, but it wasn't anything spectacular.
Nothing substantial. Absolutely not. Okay, so we have Devin Haney takes the WBC title at 140. Subriel Matias holds the IBF. Undeniably, inarguably, everybody's top choice at 140. Rolly Romero holds the WBA.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, huh?
And Teofimo Lopez holds the WBO. So those are his contemporaries.
Haney versus Lopez might be fun if Teofimo isn't crazy.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
a dialed-in Teo could catch Haney.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. Teo at his best, it would bully Haney.
Teo at his best.
But you never know what Teo you're getting.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like when I was saying in the chat, like, for anyone with, like, good footwork and, like, decent power is a nightmare matchup for Haney. Loma, if Loma had power, he arguably, would have had a more clear win. Granted, he lost, but, like, he probably would have been easier to decide that he won.
Lust-ish.
Yeah.
You could say.
Yeah, but, like, anyone with, like, decent footwork, like Teo, and power is just a nightmare matchup for Haney.
Okay, so...
Yeah, or you get Kambosos Teo, like the first Kambosos Teo that just looks like an idiot.
Dude.
So, decent footwork and power. Does Ryan Garcia fit the bill?
Absolutely not.
No.
Garcia
doesn't have good footwork.
Slander.
Like,
Garcia can barely box.
Yeah, I know. He does have he has a good shot. He has a good left hook, so that's nice.
Wait.
He's got really fast hands.
Yes.
And he does have a good left hook. But objectively,
exactly what
my
Tank
hate aside, he does not have good footwork.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I threw that out as a bit of a joke, just knowing that it would ruffle both of your feathers.
Dude, it's like what Tank said. All he's got is that weak ass left hook, and Tank was right. Tank didn't lie. So I think Haney would just also bully Garcia. But now that we're on topic of Tank, they were going back and forth a little bit.
Haney and Tank were talking shit to each other.
Hopefully that's made soon.
Tank pulled his I know this is just like social media drama, but I don't know. I think it is particularly telling when because boxers talk shit to each other on Twitter or Instagram all the time. To me, it says that a higher power intervened and made Tank remove some of his tweets that were explicitly about Devin Haney.
Yeah. I hope that fight gets made. Will it anytime soon?
Probably
I don't think
not. That was something we were talking about at the night of. Does it? Let's just for the sake of the discussion, it gets made. We get over the contractual hurdles that come with every fight that are cross promo. Does Haney get? Does Tank have the clout, I guess, to put either catch weight, rehydration clause, or both? Could he do that? Because if he can, he fucking will. Of course he will.
I think he has the pull to throw it in there, but I don't think Team Haney would sign it. I think they said it before, right? They're not going to do any catchweight types fights. You're going to keep it at, the traditional
At the limit.
whatever weight class we're in.
Yeah.
So I think Tank has the pull.
I think he could maybe get the rehydration clause in there.
Yeah, draining him down would be difficult. I think that would be difficult to get them to sign off on. But yeah, the rehydration is more reasonable if they were to try to handicap him. Oh man, is he with Matchroom straight up now?
Tank?
No, Devin Haney.
I think so.
I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Because I think Lomachenko obviously was with Top Rank.
Yeah, he is. He signed with Matchroom.
Okay, so after Lomachenko, he went to Matchroom. Okay, so he has Richardson Hitchens as an option. Yeah.
Nothing too exciting there.
Yeah, but we do have other 140 guys along the way. So do we want to keep moving, or is there more to say on Haney's Professor Haney's lecture?
Professor Haney?
Yeah. He sold out the Chase Center. That's fucking cool. That is really cool.
I think the one thing to really add is sooner or later he's gonna have to fight Tio or Mateus. So or unless he goes to 147 like they've been talking about. So it's either he's on a crash course to fight one of them, or he just ducks them and goes 147. But I don't see what he'd really do at 147.
I don't either. That the power is already a problem. I don't think it's only gonna get worse if he goes up. At 135, he was draining himself. To me, it appears that he was draining himself so much that it sapped his power. So he gets to 140. I think this is as good as it's going to get for him. So if he goes up to 147, where obviously the people are bigger, his limited power is going to be even smaller, or even lesser than it is now.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be able to compete at 147. People would just walk through his punches, and somebody's eventually going to catch him.
Yes. Now,
I think even Tio would walk those punches at 140.
Possibly, yes. I have to present a realistic possibility.
Okay.
I think it's more likely that this happens than anything else, just because of network obligations and promoter talks or whatever. I think Devin Haney's going to be fighting Ryan Garcia pretty soon. They're both under the DAZN banner, so not that difficult to make. I really do think that's going to happen.
I don't love it, but I'll watch it.
It's the name recognition will give it credibility to people that aren't fucking nerds like we are.
So an absolute ass kicking by Haney, does that finally end Garcia's career, or make him less appealing to fight against?
I think so, because Tank obviously stopped him, so he took away that element from Ryan Garcia's mystique. And now if Devin Haney were to piece him up, carve him up like a fucking holiday roast, then yeah, there's what else do you have?
Yeah, well, I'm surprised that people still like Garcia as much as they do. So,
I mean, that's boxing's version of GQ right there. That's Henry Cavill.
He is a very pretty man.
I was gonna say that it's his sick tattoos that everybody likes.
Oh fuck! They're so bad.
Yeah,
They're
I don't
so
think
well done, but the combination of all of them is so bad.
they're
Is it
corny.
awful taste, but great execution?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all individually very nice tattoos.
Let's go down some quick ones that were also on Saturday. Lucas Brown got sparked in 4. That was in Dubai. And Mark Maxayo sent Isak Avalar to the hospital. I haven't seen any updates on that, but I hope he's all right. I think we were talking during this one live. This one is Pro Box on December 13th. It's their last one of the year. I only picked out two that stood out. Kelvin Davis. This is one of Keyshawn. I think this is Keyshawn's older brother.
Yeah, I think so.
And then what's the Keon? I think is the younger one. He's in the trying out for the Olympic team or something.
Yes.
So Kelvin Davis gets a unanimous decision ? Over Clarence Booth at 140. I'm not so sure that is an accurate assessment. I think Kelvin Davis had 99 to 90, or not 90. Lost one round, 79 to 72, I suppose, or 73 against Clarence Booth.
I did not see that fight that way.
I didn't either. It was we talk about the term robbery gets thrown around a lot. I really try to refrain from using it as much as I can so that it has more impact when I use it, and this was a fucking robbery. I don't even think you could argue a 5-3 round split. Kelvin Davis wasn't really fucking doing anything. Maybe the last 5 rounds he didn't do anything. He just kind of walked around. I'm not entirely.
Yeah.
I don't know what the judges were seeing. I think Polly said it must be the weed gummies.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about that either, buddy. That's not how drugs work.
They just stopped paying attention and wrote down that the favorite one.
That's reasonable. I was gonna say, because I have had edibles or smoked cannabis before watching a fight. It made me pay more attention.
You've done
to
what?
It.
Huh?
It's legal here,
Sir?
bitch. Deal with it.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, I think it's legal in PA now too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
So, yeah. It made me pay more attention to it. I don't know. I watched more intently than I would normally, and definitely more than if I were drinking alcohol.
Fair enough.
So I don't know, but also I'm a fucking nerd and I love this, whereas the judges apparently don't care. Okay, main event: Batirzan Jukembayev, unanimous decision. I think this one was good, right? If I'm remembering correctly, Jukembayev was competitive in spots, but Jukembayev was clearly better. What did he go by? 777?
I don't remember.
Yeah, that was I was talking to you, Shanana, about I don't think there's any stupid nicknames. There weren't on the
777 not great, but it makes sense. Casino, jackpot.
He's also from Kazakhstan. Triple G.
Yeah.
Want to put that sort of association between the two.
Oh, I see that. I see it now. 777, Triple G.
And the 7 G is the 7th letter of the alphabet. So it's.
Is he trying to be like Triple G's son or something? Or
that's what I was jokingly saying during the fights. I'm like, this is actually Triple G's younger brother or something. But he changed
illegitimate half brother.
He's fighting under a different name so that he doesn't live under the shadow of his older brother. But yeah, I don't know. Still super lightweight, 140. He still has a bit of a ways to go, I think. But hopefully.
Yeah, but for the Wednesday night fights, it was good.
Yes. Yeah, Wednesday night fights are doing better than a lot of local promos are. They're already at the 10-round level. So that's kind of fun. Jukembayev, it's a name you can't forget. I won't forget it anyway, so I'll be watching out for him as we move forward. In Italy, this was early Saturday. I honestly didn't watch it because I haven't had a chance to, and to be honest with you, it's like not that important.
No, wait, there was fights in Italy?
Yeah,
That's new.
so
That's new.
the headliner was Francesco Grandelli. He stopped Stefan Voda, their featherweights, but the co-main was Sandor Martin, and that's why I have it listed.
Yeah. I love Sandor Martin.
Yeah, he sparks Mohamed El Marcucci in 4. And it was an 8-round fight, which is kind of weird because like I expect more from Sandor Martin.
Yeah, I think it was probably the other guy wanted an 8-round fight because I've never heard of him.
Yeah, but why would you want, if you know that Sandor is at he's, if not at the title holder level, he's at the title contender level. Why would you want to fight him? Why would you do that? He's going to fucking beat you. It doesn't matter how, he's going to beat you. You're an 8-round level fighter fighting a fucking title contender. What are you thinking? You get sparked in 4. That's what happens.
Get sparked in 4
Actually,
again.
I just pulled up the rankings, and the WBC put Sandor Martin as number 1 for Prograis belt.
So Haney Sandor.
You know,
Actually,
that's actually a
fight.
decent fight. That's a decent
Haney
fight.
Sandor would actually be a really good fight because Sandor's got real good movement.
Yes, he can keep up with. He can keep up with Haney. He's not faster than him. Like that would be ridiculous, but yeah.
And he doesn't have that much power.
No.
But I bet you he could catch Haney, which is
definitely
something not a lot of people have done.
Dial down the power from Prograis and then dial up light on the feet.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Gives a different look to Haney, so he's not just fighting people who plod forward all the time.
The WBO's got Sandor Martin at 4. He moved way up the rankings after this last fight.
Maybe they're compensating for him getting fucking jobbed against Teofimo.
He won that fight.
Absolutely.
No one will ever convince me otherwise.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, 100%.
That's not a knock on Teofimo. It's just a testament to Sandor Martin's abilities. Anything more?
Nah.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Really quickly, Josh Kelly stops Roark Knapp in 3 at 154. Do you still have the WBO rankings open?
Yes.
Where's Josh Kelly?
What weight is super welter?
154.
154. Josh Kelly is number 1 with the WBO for Tim Zoo's belt.
No shit.
Ooh.
Number 4 by the IBF. WBA doesn't have him in the top 15. And WBC has him at number 12.
All right. So two of the bodies have him in the top 5.
Yes.
I've been hearing Josh
One
Kelly's
doesn't
name.
have him at all.
Yeah, not everybody, pays for all of them.
Mm.
Sometimes it depends on who your promoter is and what sanctioning bodies they like to work with. Top rank.
WBO has him above Xander Zayas, which I don't agree with.
You don't think so?
No.
Man, I need to watch recent Josh Kelly because I've just been, keeping my eye on the scoreboard, as it were. So, but Xander Zayas has been very disappointing.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
underwhelming.
Fair enough.
But I can't say definitively if Josh Kelly's better, though. Not right now, anyway. So yeah, there you go, Josh Kelly. Tim Zhu, Josh Kelly, that's the hashtag. Let's get the Matchroom card that was in Phoenix. I was there for the coronation. We're gonna go from the bottom up, though. I only wanted to pick out one from the undercard, and that was Jericho O'Quinn, and he sparked out Peter McGrail. These are 122s. That was pretty great, very exciting, the way it happened. But please do not forget that Jericho was losing every single second of that fight up to that point. So don't forget.
Wilder style.
I love those comebacks, though.
Yeah, just he kind of got knocked into the ropes a little bit, and he used that as he bounced to project himself forward with his counter right that knocked McGrail out, I think, cold. I think he was fully out. Oh, speaking of fully out, Morojan let me pronounce this correctly, Akhmadaliev. There we go. That's how it's actually done. MJ, he gets the win in 8 over Kevin Gonzalez, who was previously undefeated. Kevin Gonzalez has been on a lot of undercards that you probably watched, but maybe you don't remember him very well. Unfortunately, pretty one-dimensional, and yeah, MJ was kind of playing. I was saying in the chat, like, I think MJ's like playing with his food right now.
Yeah, he definitely took his foot off the gas for no reason, as far as I could see.
Yeah, in like, I want to say round 5 or 6 is when he kind of slowed down for some reason. It was, yeah, I was astounded. Like, dude, you need to, this is your comeback, man. You need to make it clear that you are back. And then he did. So that's nice. Yeah.
I thought he looked really good.
He did. Still gets beat by Inoue.
Has a hell of a chin.
Yes. Also gets beat by Inoue.
True.
Yes. Everybody gets beat by Inoue.
Yes. Deontay Wilder, just lay down before you even start. So
you will have no kidneys left.
So in the post-fight interview, MJ said something I thought that was fun, provocative. When they asked him, like, hey, what do you think about, what are your thoughts on Inoue? Topola is taking your belts to fight Inoue for the undisputed crown. And he said, like, what? They should be. Yeah. Do I think I'm worthy to go fight them for my belts? Ask them if they're worthy to be fighting for my belts. They're mine, and I'm going to go get them back. So that was fun. Regardless,
he does seem very confident, but still, Inoue just destroys him. He
does have reason to be so, I think, because he is very decent. He's very well talented. He's very good, but it's just not enough. Unfortunately, I was saying this even before he lost to Topolas, that whoever won of that fight was probably going to get Inoue next. Doesn't matter who wins, they're going to lose. It doesn't. It didn't matter which. Just, I think Topolas is going to put up a much worse fight than MJ would have. Wouldn't surprise me anyway.
MJ has that power that could bother Inoue. Like, he could break his eye again or something. But I don't think Topolas does. It's
another descendant of Tamerlane. So that's nice. That's fun. He doesn't have a ridiculous nickname that we need to correct, so that's good.
Does MJ have a nickname other than MJ?
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
MJ's just fine.
Yeah, MJ's fine. Because that's how you pronounce his first name, kind of, if you split the syllables. But to the main event, Jesse, larger than life, Rodriguez, god damn, stops Sonny Edwards in 9 to unify his WBO title with Sonny Edwards IBF. Ew, man. When
I called it, I told you Bam was gonna knock him out.
Yeah, this played out I think I'll have to go back and listen to see how accurately we called this, but we called it absolutely right. Sonny Edwards has not been tested the way Jesse has. Jesse's been in very deep waters, and he gave a very good account of himself. Sonny Edwards has never had to battle back from adversity. He's never had to fight a fucking live opponent who's actually presents some kind of threat of any variety.
Yeah. They were trying to make a big deal about Jesse being scared of getting his jaw broken again. And I was like, you guys are idiots. He fought half that fight with a broken jaw. He's not scared of it.
Yeah. If you break it again, he'll fucking manage.
He'll be all right.
Yeah.
Especially not from Sonny Edwards. Sonny Edwards isn't breaking people's jaws.
Exactly. So, mind games type of stuff. Like they both, they took, I was at the post-fight press conference and Sonny was being examined he was either being examined or on his way to the hospital for a x-ray, just precautionary. But he was, as far as I know, he was okay, health-wise.
I have to say, Sonny did impress me and, like, go way beyond my expectations.
Absolutely.
Of his grit. I thought he would quit way before he got that beat up, to be honest.
I was gonna say exactly that. Is before we started raining praise on Rodriguez, was that Sonny very much lived up to his shit talking. Like he is that guy. Jesse's just better. But Sonny Edwards is still that guy that he says he is. He didn't quit. His corner pulled him. He just didn't contest because, like, he's known his trainer has been his trainer since he was like 7 or 8 years old. He said, so he trusts him. He trusted his judgment.
Well, and that fight needed to be stopped.
Absolutely.
Like it was the right call.
100%.
I unfortunately missed it.
Oh,
What?
yeah. Definitely worth going back for. Absolutely worth going back to watch.
Yeah, I saw just like the stuff afterwards. Like Sonny's eye was like a balloon.
Yeah,
bro.
it was pretty bad.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
and that
Like, you
started
could,
in round 2, I think.
Yeah, it started in the early rounds when Jesse started finding his left hand, his left straight. And something that I noticed, I'm not sure if you did, Shanat, on the broadcast, was that Jesse, when Sonny Edwards was fighting right-handed, Jesse was fucking taking him to school. When Sonny switched to left hand, he was able to land a lot of big shots with his left hand on Jesse. Like he threw his rhythm off.
Yeah, he didn't look as good when Sonny was left-handed. That's for sure. But I think Bam would figure it out.
He would have,
Like
yes.
if he had a whole camp before Southpaw, I think he'd have it dialed in.
In the post-fight, somebody asked Robert Garcia about this. Well, they asked Jesse and Robert answered, but that was like, is that something that they had noticed in footage? Like, how did they prepare for that kind of thing, for that switch hitting? And they said, Robert said, look, we don't watch a lot of tape. Like, but it's not it's not going to do anything. It only tells you how he performed on that night. It's not going to tell you how he's going to perform against Jesse. So there's no point, really. We can watch a few rounds to see his mannerisms, maybe. But he's going to do what he does, and we'll adjust.
Yeah,
Right.
I always find it interesting when coaches say that. Because then you have other coaches that are like, I watched 10,000 hours of footage and even the minors or amateurs or whatever. Like, honestly, I think you would want to watch tape and figure out what they're good at and stuff. But, I mean, these guys clearly know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you, I guess.
But yeah, Robert had 2 guys on the YouTube portion before the bell or whatever they call it. But both of his guys scored everyone 3 for 3 knockouts for all of Robert's guys.
That's a good night.
It is
Yeah,
very
right.
good night for him.
What a way to end that night.
So the talk is for Jesse, for Estrada, Juan Francisco Estrada. I think he's the WBC 115.
I want to see it. I want to see it so bad.
I do too. As much as Estrada has been my favorite pretty much since I started watching boxing altogether. Him and Juan Manuel Marquez. Unfortunately, like as I start hearing more about how Estrada is in, like, as far as when a camera's around him, he's a bit of a fucking sour bitch, and I don't like it. So, like, he just cannot ever be happy about anything. Ever cannot be happy unless you're praising him, and that's, come on, man. But yes, I would like to see, like, fuck that I'm gonna be riding against Bam. This is America, baby.
Also, how can you dislike Bam? He seems like such a nice guy.
He is. He is very, very, very friendly, very warm and open and candid. Great guy to talk to.
Compared to Sonny.
I didn't interact with Sonny, so I couldn't say. But just the little bit that I did get to talk to Jesse, like, directly, he was very, very open with me. It was very nice.
That's awesome.
I asked him, the one question that I got to ask him that nobody else had was, I've been curious about it because he does it all the time, is when he, like, kind of throws himself on the ground after he wins. So I asked him about that.
I think he kind of sort of happy cries, and it's him
hiding it.
Hiding that.
Yeah. That's what I expected, and that's what it seems like. He didn't say explicitly that, but he said that he's extremely, it's pure happiness and pride in himself, and like it's just a really deeply personal level of happiness. So, like, all right, you're crying. That's fine. I love it, man. I love the emotion. Love to see it. Man. So Estrada is the likely next option. I heard people asking about JC Martinez, who did not defend his title that day either. He had like some getting a visa problems to come for the fight, but he did. Eddie made it clear that wasn't what they were aiming for. That they want Estrada for sure. Robert agreed. Jesse agreed. It seems like that's the fight that they're going to try to make.
And that's going back up a weight class, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesse was all right there. Obviously, he beat Quadras and Rungvisai, so it can't be.
Oh yeah, he looks good at 115. I just was trying to remember.
So I thought it was a kind of a dumb thing to bring up, but Red pointed out that somebody in the media had said Inoue and Bam.
They're really far apart in weight classes now, though.
Yes, that's so
Bam went down and Inoue went up too, didn't he?
Yes. So
yep.
They both started at 108, then skipped up to 115. Bam moved down, Inoue moved up from there.
Like, they're fighting at 10 pounds difference.
And 7 years of age difference. So Jesse still has time to build into the quote unquote like man strength or whatever. So there's that. And Inoue, I think by the time that Jesse gets to that point, Inoue's going to be on his way out.
Inoue's always said that he's retiring young.
Yeah.
Which makes me sad, but is probably a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, he's a fucking superstar over there in Japan, so there you go.
Well, and he's making a shit ton of money.
Yes, exactly.
And he does seem like he just wants to retire and be with his family and have a boxing gym. So
Is he
So
married?
simple.
Like married family?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I didn't
yeah,
know that.
and he's got 2 kids or 3 kids.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm a borderline stalker. I know, probably.
So you answered that question like really quick.
Yeah, you had
Is he
that
married? Yes.
information like right on hand. It's a lot faster than I expected.
Yeah, right.
Jesse has a kid on the way too. I think they said he's having a girl. She's she's due in a few months. So that's really nice. Anything more on Jesse before we move on to the last Showtime card of the ever?
Ooh, dun dun dun.
All right.
Just that Jesse does have a good nickname. No need to work on Bam Bam. That's great.
I have always heard it as just Bam. Either way, it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
is
I
that
think
something? Is that something my family made up? I thought it was Bam Bam from like the Flintstones.
I thought it was that too, but it's from what I've heard, it's just Bam.
Ah, okay.
In the singular. So some quick notes on the PBC on Showtime card. Joey Spencer, he moves. Has he always been at middleweight? I think he has, but he gets a UD over Marcelo BZ. How the fuck do you say that? Bazowski? I don't know.
Bazowski, like
Looks-
Mike Wazowski.
It looks Polish.
Yeah, it's just like growing up in Phoenix, there's not a whole lot of Polish people here. Joey Spencer, his last fight was with Jesus Ramos at 154, so I'm wondering if this is him moving up. But yeah, he gets the win. It was a 6-rounder. Unfortunate that he's moved back to that level. Alberto Puello, the former WBA 140 champ, UD over Hector Madera. It was an 8-rounder. Robert Guerrero versus Andre Berto. No, I don't know.
There's just not much to add.
I don't know, man. Like, yes,
Just let
they
me.
fought. Okay, great, good job, guys.
Sick.
Yeah. It was a 10-rounder, so that's pretty cool that they're still able to get to that level in their 40s. But let's get to the co-main where Rayo Valenzuela.
Ooh.
He ended Chris Colbert's life for a brief period.
I, honest to God, thought Colbert might be dead.
Dude, the way his head was just hanging off the rope.
I thought that when he fell and the way that the rope went into his neck, I thought he was going to accidentally choke himself because he wouldn't be able to breathe.
That was a ridiculous fucking knockout.
That was scary.
Yeah, that was tough.
That was scary. So Colbert says that they're 1-1 and he wants to do it again. Valenzuela says, like, I didn't lose the first one and I just knocked him out. We don't need to do this one more time. I'm inclined
I don't
to.
think they need to do it again.
I agree with that, actually.
Valenzuela might actually kill him the next time.
Yes. Valenzuela won the first time. Close. It was a really close one. I'm not going to deny that. But this one was a really scary ending, and I don't think it's going to get better for Chris Colbert either. It's but 135. 135. That's where they're at.
Yeah, that was terrifying, but also kind of like you guys are saying, we don't need a third fight. It's not going to get better.
It's not going to get better for him, unfortunately. But looking at his options, BoxRec 19th, so there's that. Keyshawn Davis is immediately in front of him. Do you think those guys are like on the same level?
Keyshawn and Rayo, or
yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say they're pretty evenly matched. Like a 1-for-1.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. That would be a good fight if it could.
I think Valenzuela wins that one.
Beats Keyshawn?
Keyshawn? Yeah. Davis hasn't been impressing me.
As his competition's gotten better, he's gotten less impressive.
He's like kind of going like a lateral like way
Yes.
instead of just like getting better. Like he's not getting worse, but
You said
not
that
really
about
getting
someone
better.
recently, didn't you? Was it about Keyshawn? But you said that about someone else.
It might have been Keyshawn, I think, or maybe somebody else too. Because I feel like there's a lot of things like that in boxing
Yeah,
where they just don't get better. They're not getting worse. They're kind of like
they're just
at this,
different.
Like
ceiling.
They've plateaued.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You can try to throw new I don't know, tools into the box to get off the plateau, but it doesn't always work.
Yeah.
Run it back with De Los Santos.
That would be a fun fight. I think they both, especially now, Santos having some more like clout to his name.
Yeah.
And Rayo's still kind of a decent name also, so it'd be a fun rematch.
Murataya, the promotional problems won't allow that, but I think that would be a great one.
I'm trying to think who else.
Cambosos.
Cambosos, yeah, Cambosos would be a fun one. Although I think Cambosos might beat Rayo.
I think
I
so.
don't think it'd be pretty. It wouldn't be pretty, but
Jermaine Ortiz. He's
I
higher
think
up
Jermaine
on
would
the
beat him.
list. He's higher up on the list than he should be, I think, than he deserves, because he shared the ring with Lomachenko, and not necessarily because on his own merits.
I don't think he did bad against Loma though.
He didn't do bad.
He didn't do bad at all. Like it was a good performance. I think.
What about William Zepeda?
That would be really fun. I think.
Yeah, I can see that one.
I think Zepeda might beat him though.
Yeah, I kind of think so too, but I bet you it'd be fun to watch.
It would be very entertaining for sure.
Hear me out. Rayo versus Garcia. If he gets back to 135.
Garcia's not going to fight at 35. No, Valenzuela will have to go up to 40 for that.
I think for that kind of money, he better go to 140 for that fight.
He would go to 140 for that type of payday.
Yeah.
I don't think that they would put Garcia against Valenzuela.
You don't think so?
I don't think Garcia's team would take that money because Valenzuela would end his career and you might as well get the big payday.
I don't know if he would
about
end
that.
him. Yeah, I don't know if he would end him. I think he might drop Garcia, but I don't know if he would like KO him. Actually, I think Garcia would KO Valenzuela.
Yeah. I just don't think they would take the chance.
Yeah,
Yeah, for someone low level like that, I could see that.
it's a little that's more reasonable. They wouldn't risk it. I'm trying to think of like De Los Santos is in the PBC stable, so there's that. That makes it possible to do the rematch. I don't think maybe because he fought Shakur Stevenson that Shuichiro Yoshino could. I don't know. He might have Top Rank might have first refusals on him.
I don't know much about Yoshino, to be honest.
Scrappy, come forward kind of guy. He's a bit like Valenzuela. I don't think he has as much power though.
Could be fun though, if
Yes.
they're both just come forward scrappy guys.
Yeah, Yoshino got thoroughly outboxed by Shakur, who stood in the pocket
But
for that.
everybody does.
Yeah. My eyelids got outboxed by Shakur on his last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So, anything more on Rayo before we get on to David Morrell?
Nah, on to Morrell, baby.
Not a whole lot of time that we got to talk about here. We got 4.5 minutes of boxing out of Sena Agbeko. That was stopped in the second. David Morrell was phenomenal. He looked better here than I've seen him before, I think. I'm not sure if it's just because Agbeko's not very good, but I'm not sure what the reasoning is.
I have to admit, I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, I didn't catch up on it.
Yeah, it's only a round and a half. It's definitely worth watching. I'm seeing on BoxRec, Morrell is 9th, Andrade is 8th, Caleb Plant at 7, Derevyanchenko should vacate his BoxRec ranking.
He's still ranked?
Yeah. Do not fight David Morrell. He has his last fight was 6 months ago, so in 6 more months they'll remove him. Christian and Mbili, Morrell fucking eats him alive. John Ryder, same. Munguia, same. I'm maybe, I don't know if am I drunk on KO right now? Is that what's happening? That I'm like overestimating David Morrell because of a sensational knockout?
I just don't think I've seen much of Morrell.
Because he knocks everybody out really quickly.
Fair enough.
This was his 10th fight, and I believe he has a 90% knockout. Yes.
Dude, I just I saw a thing like a few days ago where like Benavidez was kind of like sounding off on Morrell about how he keeps wanting to fight him, and Benavidez is like, yo, he hasn't like fought anybody. Like, why should I give him a chance?
Yeah.
I mean, he has a
He kind of has a point, but they're both in a similar position where they're jockeying for their mandatory shot at Canelo.
I think even Jose Senior was saying like he should fight like Plant, Durrell and stuff, and kind of like see like go with guys who will like kind of take him to like give him a good fight, like take him to like deeper waters, and then they might give him a shot then. But right now, even Benavidez was like, this guy hasn't done much. Like, yeah, he looked good on camera and stuff, but what has he really done to earn the shot? Kind of like what Canelo was doing to Benavidez.
Yeah. Except Benavidez has the credentials, I think.
He has the credentials now. Like, there's really no denying it now at this point. It has to happen.
Yes.
Mbili is the mandatory for both those guys.
I know that he carries the WBC one. I don't know if he does WBA.
I still got the rankings up.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And then Mbili's number 3 for the IBF. And 6 for the WBO.
So Benavidez is the interim WBC, and then Morrell is the WBA regular or whatever the fuck. So yeah, he is kind of Morrell's mandatory in that regard.
Yeah, I guess where Canelo has the belt, but he's ranked number 1 by both those bodies.
Yeah, because I don't regard the regular title as an actual title. I consider that the number 1 contender position. Same with interim.
Just looking at the website, they
they don't.
One beside his name.
They don't count they count them among the champion category.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Do you think Morrell sparks Mbili?
Oh my god, Mbili would no, do not do that.
Yeah, no, not a smart move.
That
would be unwise.
It would very.
Munguia's high on the list too, but Munguia's too easy to hit, I think.
So is Mbili. Easier to hit than Munguia is. I would say if I could speak to Mbili's manager, promoter types, I would say stop thinking about if you can fight Morrell, and maybe think about it if you should fight Morrell. It's a very big difference.
Check
in those
high
two.
up on all those lists as well.
Ask yourself, is this what you want to do to yourself?
Pacheco, way too young. He's
way too young.
He's not gonna fight Benavidez. I don't think he would. Pacheco's been in the Benavidez camp for a while now. Well, anything more on Morrell's new sensational knockout?
No, sir.
Ah.
All right. Well, let us get into our preview section. On the 23rd, the collaboration, the cooperative efforts here were really... it's like, I see this happen, and I think to myself, why the fuck aren't you doing this any other time? Why is, like, you're only doing it now? Like, this is proof to me that you could have been doing this the entire time, but you just choose not to. So Top Rank, Matchroom, Salida, Wasserman, Queensberry, and SES Promotions all combined to make the Day of Reckoning, they're calling it, which is going to be in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, at the Kingdom Arena. So from the bottom up here, we got Filip Hrgovic versus Mark Demori, Frank Sanchez versus Junior Fa, Arslanbek Makhmudov versus Ajit Kabayel. Those three, I haven't seen how many rounds are going to be. Jai Opataya versus Ellis Zorro. That's going to be the IBF Cruiser. Title on the line. Daniel Dubois versus Gerald Miller in a 12-round heavyweight fight. Dimitri Bivol versus Lyndon Arthur. WBA
Love it.
IBO unification fight.
Oh, let's go.
Ridiculous. Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker, another 12-round heavyweight attraction. And headlining Anthony Joshua versus Otto Wallin, 12-round heavyweights.
All right, let's get into a few of these.
Yeah, so from the
ones
bottom...
that are not like a sure shot.
Yeah, let's do the quick, like, again, now that we've listed them off, just work our way talking through from the bottom up. Anything on Hrgovic? I don't know Mark Demori, so I can't really say. But I know that Hrgovic is kind of decent. So...
Yeah. Next.
Frank Sanchez versus Junior Fa. Frank Sanchez is solid. Junior Fa,
yep.
I've only seen a little bit of him, so I'm expecting it to be a good scrap. Should be similar to Frank Sanchez when he fought Efe Ajagba. Like, the power threat is what makes Frank Sanchez's very technical style more entertaining, because he's evading something that can actually hurt him.
Yeah, Junior Fa has power.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I don't think he'll catch him.
I
but
think he's kind of too, like, plotting.
Frank Sanchez can be hit.
Yeah. Junior Fa is very stereotypical New Zealand boxer to me.
There's
Big
a stereotypical
and not super fat.
Maybe
Makes me
stereotype?
think of... Yeah, who was the guy from New Zealand?
I only know
Tua.
Joseph Parker. Oh. Was Johnny Thunder? Where's Johnny Thunder from?
I'll tell you right now.
I would always see him come up on
Well, that's the American singer. Whoops.
I would always see him.
Oh, you mean Jimmy Thunder?
Jamie Thunder. I'm sorry, my mistake.
I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, he's from New Zealand.
Okay, that's who I was thinking of. That's the only guy I know, because anytime I'm watching a fight that the broadcast is from Australia, afterwards they always play Jimmy Thunder fights.
Fair enough.
So,
No, I always think of David Tua, like big, heavy Samoan dudes that just
Maori, I think it is for New Zealand.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think you're right. Like, Parker is not the stereotypical New Zealand fighter to me.
He's not.
Too dancy.
And for heavyweight too, he was pretty limber.
Yeah. But like, David Tua is who I always think of.
So, Arslanbek Makhmudov versus Ajit Kabayel. I only know these guys by name. I don't know much about them, so I can't really tell you.
Not a clue.
Yeah.
Not a fucking clue.
Jai Opataya versus Ellis Zorro for the IBF Cruiser. Opataya.
Light work.
Yeah, this is probably a mandatory, and Opataya is gonna be. So I think I've mentioned this before, but I think in like young people British vernacular, like whenever you're going if you're gonna go out with your friends, you just say you're going out for a cheeky Nando's.
Oh, is that what they say?
Yeah, they.
Can we have someone confirm that?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll get some sources to confirm. But so because of that, the joke that that's a British person in Discord. Oh, how many years ago was that now? Like 7 years ago. But he called it Cheeky Mandos with Eddie and the lads. So the Jayapataya.
Eddie and the lads.
Yeah. So Jayapataya, another cheeky Mando for the IBF. Yeah, light work. Daniel Dubois versus Gerald Miller.
Ooh, this one I'm excited for.
I'm hopeful. I'm conflicted. I want to. My heart tells me I should be cheering for Gerald Miller because it's like I'm gonna cheer for a goddamn Brit over an American, but.
So no cheeky Nandos.
No cheeky Nandos with this lad. Daniel, like Gerald Miller's also lame. I don't.
I kind of like Daniel Dubois. I know he's fucked it up in the past, but I want to win.
I've honestly never seen anything more than him fight. I've never even seen post-fight interviews, the immediate ones in the ring. Never seen him on social media, any sort of press event. I have no idea.
But I like that.
I don't know what this guy is like. For some reason, I feel terrible saying this, that will just beat your ass just because he can.
Yeah, but that's his job.
I know.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not saying there is anything wrong with it.
See, I guess the question comes up as, is he gonna quit against Miller if Miller lands something?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, if Usyk made him quit with the jab, like, I don't know, dude. Because this fight's not going to go 12. I don't think Miller has.
No, I don't think he
cardio.
can go 12 either.
I'm excited for that one. I don't know who I want to win.
I don't either. I think I might have to go with. I'm sorry, Daniel. I'm sure you're a nice fellow anyway.
Oh goodness.
Major shakeup at the light heavyweight division as two dominant champions unify their titles here.
This one I'm excited for.
Dimitri Bivol versus Lyndon Arthur. The IBO is not a real title. I just find it really funny that they're trying to paint it as such for this event.
I mean, there really aren't very many belts involved in this event.
No, there's not.
Like, these are the only ones, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Opataya and Beevils are the only two belt holders.
So you gotta
try.
Big names, but there's not a lot of actual belts on the line.
Not a lot
you
of
gotta
hardware.
market it.
Hold on a second. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 fights that are 12 rounders. This is gonna be a long card, a long day.
But that's assuming that it's gonna be that they all go the distance. Wait, no, they're just gonna fucking talk.
Yeah,
There's gonna be
so much filler.
So much fucking filler. It's gonna be stupid how many times they play that goddamn zombie commercial.
Some shitty halftime show.
And I think that's the dumbest bullshit ever.
It's kind of cool. I saw it once and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't want to see that 500 times though. Dude, get some.
Or if they
bring some Saudi Arabian boxers and stuff, and just throw on some swing bouts in the middle.
Well, I mean, they're gonna have like some like performers and stuff like for Fury and Ngannou.
That's right.
It's gonna be
this is a spectacle as well.
Day.
Who's performing for this one?
I have no idea yet. I'm kind of just assuming that they're going to because they had it for the Fury and Ngannou, and this is also a very massive card with a lot of superstars like Wilder, AJ, not Dimitri's that Beevil's a star, but big name. Dubois is kind of a decent name.
I think Beevil's a star.
I think he's a boxing star.
But like guys like Wilder and AJ are like
they're stars.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
In the world at large.
Yeah, Beevil's like a boxing star, but like Wilder AJ are kind of like almost like borderline celebrity status.
Yeah, they're sports
More
wide
aged than Wilder.
celebrities.
Right.
Yeah, those are like the tiers for boxing. As far as like boxing fame, it's are you a boxing star, sports celebrity, or just a celebrity? Like Manny Pacquiao was a celebrity. Floyd Mayweather was a celebrity.
Yeah. Even casual boxing fans know B-Ball's name though.
Yes. So he's
for sure.
He's a boxing star for
Boxing
sure. Apataya might. I don't know. He might be.
Who do you think wins?
Bivol and
B-Ball
Arthur?
or Arthur?
Are you serious?
People, come on now.
Are you serious? Are you guys serious? Lyndon
Yeah.
Arthur's gonna fucking
wait.
spark him inside a 4.
Huh? Come again?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So let me correct myself here. Arthur sparks him inside a 3. That's right.
Please.
That's what's gonna happen.
Please, this man right here.
Honestly, it's just like Lyndon Arthur. They need Matchroom has Bivol. Bivol needs a fight. Queensberry has Lyndon Arthur. Lyndon Arthur needs a fight. So here you go. We happen to have 2 guys that are, at the same weight, 1.5 belts between them. We can make this happen. We can make this part of the thing.
I don't like it.
I still want to see B-Ball, but yeah,
of course.
I want to see him fight someone better.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Deontay Wilder, Joseph Parker. This fight's like 6 years too late. Before, like 6 years past its expiration date.
So Wilder in 4.
I'm gonna
Or
say
You think
6.
it goes?
Parker?
I'm gonna say 6. I do give Joseph Parker that kind of credit. He'll be able to evade it for long enough.
Yeah, I don't think Parker has enough power to bother Wilder though.
He doesn't. Parker, I would say. When was the fight with AJ? Because I would say like a year after that is the expiration of when Wilder Parker was a decent fight. Just my opinion.
It
20
was
2018.
Yo.
So okay, so that's not 6 years. That was 5 years ago. So there you go. Still, I guess better late than never. Parker hasn't been, obviously not one of the big 3 of the generation, but he's been nipping at their heels the entire time. So that's kind of nice. Does Wilder retire Parker if he sparks him?
Ooh, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Because like Parker, I think he just had another kid.
Only 31.
Parker might decide to retire, but I don't think Wilder retires him.
Ah,
I think those are 2 different things.
He's still pretty young though. He's only 31.
it's kind of like the Hector Garcia situation with Tank. I think that's what's gonna happen. That's what I mean. Like
damage wise, retire.
He's gonna break his will. Just like I don't want to ever be hit like that again, and he's gonna not perform well.
I don't think Parker's that smart. I don't think he's smart enough to be scared of getting hit.
Coconut for a brain.
I don't know. He seems like he's really funny and would be fun to have a beer with, but he doesn't seem very smart.
He seems like a goofball.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The videos he made during COVID were like my favorite thing.
So, I'm older than Joseph Parker. God damn it.
Why does everything come back to age?
I'm
Leo, we're older than everybody.
I'm a little older than Otto
We're
Wallin.
fighting our age.
Are you as old as AJ?
Yes. I'm a little younger than Usyk.
Listen, you're younger than Wilder.
I'm younger than Zhang. Hey.
Hey.
But are you older than Tyson Fury?
Joe Joyce is 38.
He's 30. Oh,
Yeah.
I think we knew that.
Joyce is old.
Yeah, I forgot that he's that old. I am a little younger than Tyson Fury.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah.
How old's Fury?
35.
Oh, you're younger than I thought you were then.
Oh.
Oh, I'm the oldest person on the podcast.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it's fine.
Me, I'm prepubescent.
Oh, I am older than Fury. Fuck.
Oh, okay. So Anthony Joshua, Otto Wally.
Does
Ob-
AJ get it done?
Oh God, I want to give Otto Wallin credit. I think AJ might get it done. It'll be late, maybe in the last third.
I don't know what to think about AJ. Like, he's still got the skill set. He's just overthinking everything, I think. He is beating himself in his mind.
Yeah.
And not in the usual, like, Teofimo Lopez way, where you just kind of lose concentration and have too much confidence and all that sort of stuff. AJ has no confidence in himself.
So he beat Travis Kaufman. He's kind of a journeyman, high-level journeyman. Stopped him in 5. That was in 2020. Dominic Brazil, UD. Okay, so in September, he got a split decision over Murat Gassiev. I mean, Gassiev was like a...
I've ever seen Wallin fight. Like, I watched the Fury highlights, I guess, but...
Helaman Ogwin.
Wallin's like, he's no slouch. So, and he's a southpaw too, I believe. So, I think he's gonna give AJ some problems.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Like, it's not gonna
I
be as
think
cut and
AJ
dry as like some think.
AJ's gonna overthink everything and be scared to throw again.
Oh.
Yeah, he can't do that with someone like Wallin though, just because he's a pretty technical boxer and he's a southpaw. There's just two of AJ's worst things to go against.
Yeah.
AJ, but the obvious setup here is AJ Wilder. Finally,
Yeah.
that's what's. I think wasn't there already news that they have the preliminary contractual stuff out of the way. It's just assuming that they both win on the 23rd. And then they're scheduled for March or something.
Do you think
Yeah,
it
that's
really
bold.
matters? I think they will both win, but do you think it really matters if either of them loses?
No, because actually watched an interview I think a few days ago. They were saying like I think they were interviewing AJ where they said, "Hey, if Wilder loses or if you lose, would you guys like still fight each other?" They're like, "Yeah, why not?"
Yeah, like I don't think it would reduce the excitement around that fight.
No. Otto Wallin and Joseph Parker as the co-main. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
That could be fun.
Then Lyndon Arthur giving Beevil his rematch.
Huh?
After Beevil complains in the media for days on end.
I thought I called the police.
Let's move along here to the 26th in Tokyo. I put the co-main event here because, yes, I don't know. I just wanted to put something more than just Inoue versus Tapales for the undisputed 122. But it's a Japanese Boxing Commission gives titles. They award belts. It's just a national thing. So the bantamweight JBC titles on the line.
So Tsutsumi there, I don't know his first name.
Seiya.
Seiya Tsutsumi on Instagram, he is punch_burger_223, and his Instagram is the most Japanese thing ever. When he's not getting ready for a fight, it's just like ramen, and here's me at a festival, and here's like my cool dishes. So I've been following him for years. He's great.
Punch Burger 223. That is the coolest name ever.
I actually had to ask someone to translate his name for me because he just has it in Japanese. So I've been following him on Instagram, not knowing who he was, so I couldn't look him up.
That's like the most like Xbox gamer tag I ever heard.
It is.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Anyways, highly recommend his Instagram, and I really want to see him, so I'm glad he's the co-main.
He looks like an action fighter. just from what I can.
Yeah,
what
I
can
think
see.
so. There's a lot of blood.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
So Punchburger, that might be the coolest boxer nickname ever. Punchburger. Punchburger's great. But yeah, Seiya Tsutsumi defends his JBC bantamweight title, so that's pretty cool. I'm hopefully going to be able to catch that because of the ungodly hour it will be here when this happens. But
I am still stalking the resale website, but no dice. I haven't seen a single ticket go up for sale yet.
Naoya Inoue versus Marlon Tapales for the undisputed super bantamweight crown. So what round does Tapales knock out Inoue? Like what are we thinking?
These predictions are crazy.
what are we thinking?
What's got into you?
Round 2?
This is one of those ones I wouldn't be surprised if Inoue kind of dicks around a bit just to make it a longer fight.
Yeah.
He's done that a couple times lately.
Do you think it could be to the point where he doesn't take it seriously enough in the beginning that Tapales kind of gives him trouble?
No, I don't think so. I think if Tapales starts showing anything, he'll just step his game up.
And
But
fucking
I
bite
think
his
it
upper
might.
body off?
Yeah. I think it might be a little like, who was the British guy? I can't think of his name right now.
Jamie McDonald, Paul Butler?
Butler. Where Inui wanted to put on a bit of a show for the fans.
So you know his kid's name off the top of your head, but you don't know Paul Butler?
Yeah, I forgot Butler's name. I told you.
You know
I'm
his
an
kids'
Inui
birthdays and what school they go to?
I do
Their
not
favorite
know what
color.
school they go to, but I am not that much of a stalker.
I don't know. I don't want to overlook Tapales, but I also, like, just from what I've seen from him, I'm not seeing a whole lot of reason to spend time talking about it. It's just a matter of when Inoue finishes the fight. That's really it.
Yeah. I am excited that the Super Saiyan hair is back.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. At least in the media workouts, he was blonde.
So a look at who else is around. I think I heard conversations about Luis Neri and Inoue after this. I think Japan is taking their travel, the prohibition on Neri. He'll be allowed to enter the country again. He's not kidding. Like, after he beat Shinsuke Yamanaka and then he popped on a PED test, he was barred from entering Japan ever again.
Yeah, Japan does not piss around with that sort of stuff.
Nope.
Like,
And Yamanaka was like Inoue level fame. Maybe like he was in that neighborhood of fame. They fucking loved Shinsuke Yamanaka, and Neri beat him once, and then beat him again, and then pissed hot. So yeah, they were fucking steamed.
I mean, don't cheat.
Yeah.
Then you won't get banned from Japan.
Casemiro is also in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of him either.
It would be nice to watch Inui just fucking destroy him. And I think Casemiro would talk enough shit that there would be no playing around. Like, that would be a round 1 or round 2, just execution.
So it's the hater's dilemma. Do I want... And there's 3 paths to the hater's dilemma. Do I want him knocked out early so that, he learns his place or gets put in his place? Or do I want it to go late so that he's punished the entire time? Or do I not want him to get the fight at all so that he doesn't get the payday?
I don't think he deserves the fight. I don't think he's nearly good enough.
No, he's
But-
not. He never has been.
No, I do not understand why the Philippines decided Casemiro was their man. Like, there's other fighters that are better.
Yeah, Mark Maxio. We just talked about earlier. He's better.
Yeah, and he's like seems like a halfway decent person.
Yeah.
Because Casemiro seems like a piece of shit.
Tapales, from what I can see, what I've seen, which isn't a lot, outside of the ring, he seems to be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot he was Filipino. Why don't they like Tapales?
I don't think he's as sensational.
That's true, but
Like, he just kind of grinds it out and gets it done. Oh shit, Jericho Quinn. That's a good one. he'll Inoue will punch him in the face into the ropes, and then he'll bounce off the ropes and knock Inoue out, and everyone will be happily ever after.
Everyone?
Yes, except for him and his family, and Shanada, because she's going to be consoling the family afterwards.
Sam Goodman is rated #1 by the IBF and the WBO. That's the other thing. I hate that everyone online complains that Inoue never fights outside of Japan. Why the hell should he?
What? Yeah. I mean, did anyone complain that Mayweather never fought outside of the U.S.? Why the fuck would he?
Yeah. You see it online all the time. Like, he needs to leave Japan sometimes. No, you guys can fucking come here.
Yeah.
He sells out arenas and I can't buy tickets. Why would he leave? Maybe this is just a little bit of filler. December 23rd is the Japanese amateur, like the rookie tournament.
The national tournament.
Yeah, that Ippo enters in the first season.
Yeah.
And I think I might go. I got to make sure I can get away from work.
Oh,
because
hell yeah, you should go.
Christmas is not a holiday here. There's no holidays at Christmas. And I'm taking 3 days off work. And so I can't leave early on Tibbs Eve. I do kind of want to go. And the tickets aren't very expensive.
That's fun. And that's usually that's where they climb to, like, the JBC belt after climbing out of the rookie tournament. Let's move on here. Last thing before we get out of here is this one. Just gonna name off some names real quick. This one's in Newark. Vito Melnicki runs a promotional company called GH3 Promotions. So that one is at the Prudential Center. And from the bottom up, we have Joseph Adorno versus Braulio Rodriguez at super lightweight. Thomas Lamana, Michael Anderson versus Yudi Bernardo at welterweight, and Vito Melnicki versus Salim Larbi, super welterweight. Adorno down to the 6-round level. Sad times. But yeah, I don't know a whole lot about any of these people other than Nikki and Adorno.
Either.
So we'll see. We'll see if we can get a mole in the building.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. But yeah, that'll do it for that. I don't think we have anything else. Is there any news that I might have missed?
Nah, I think we covered a lot today, honestly.
We did cover a lot today. All right, so then let's do the final touches here. Other shows on the Lux Media Network. You can check lvxmedia.net. There's MMA, politics, fucking personal kind of slice of life things, tarot and astrology if you're into that type of stuff. So check out the site. That's where you can find all the other shows and contact information for this one. If you go to the site, hit the B-sides button, there'll be a phone number and email address. You can pick anonymous on both. So, send your spiciest. So social media handles are LVX Media Net on everything. If you can't find me, I'm not on it. Interacting with posts helps, but what helps the most is rating, reviewing on wherever you listen to podcasts. So, with that all wrapped up, parting words.
Check out the LVX Media Store. The
Oh
Drip
shit!
collection.
The
I just
drip
bought a hoodie.
collection.
My parents ordered me a T-shirt and a hoodie for Christmas. So after Christmas, I'll send a picture you can put up on Instagram.
Hell yeah!
Same.
Cool. We have another potential merch partnership coming, but more to come on that. So, with all that, thank you for listening to this episode of B-Sides Boxing.
Yup. Until next time.
Hashtag pray for Tapalas.
Hashtag actually my monster.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
All right, guys.
See you later.
Bye.